All right, so this is James and Carla. So they take people for adventures all over New York City, especially like Gramercy Park and the Village. They go all over, like places Bob Dylan's been. And they take their little dog Hudson. Well, he's not a little dog, but he's fairly sized. I wanted to show something though, because I do study this because you get information from New York City. This is where I'm reporting from Fort Worth. The recording as of 2022. That's October 3rd. This is what I wanted to pause on because I'll see certain things on James and Carla right here. Okay, I don't know where they're at, but they're New York City live walking, raining. Excuse me, I just had some pizza. Rainy Greenwich, Greenwich Village, as Bob Dylan would say. Right there. And that sign, if you look at the letters right here, right there, it says 0 overdraft fees. I used to be a banker for about 4 years. This is something that's interesting because the bank, whatever they're advertising, they're probably not going to charge you for an overdraft, okay? Because a lot of New York starts some trends in banking. They're very advanced in banking. I even considered checking them out, because banks are very powerful in New York. And like most all the big banks, they all come from New York anyway, including Wells Fargo, American Express, all that stuff came out of New York. Now, 0 overdraft fees, what it's stating is that if you do overdraft, you get a 0 fee. The catch in that probably is that you could possibly get what's called a negative balance fee. And there's a big difference between an overdraft fee and a negative balance fee. If you overdraft, they sometimes will charge you like $35 or whatever they charge, in banking. And it really hurts. You're like, oh my God, what happened? Because you swiped the card 4 or 5 times, you weren't thinking, you went over because you didn't count that one bill, blah, 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 and you get an overdraft, okay? We all hate that. So this is a really good advertisement for possible banking in that area, or I don't know, I haven't seen anything like that, but 0 overdraft fees is probably something cool. The only thing is you want to ask them when you sign up for this bank, do I get a negative balance fee? Okay? Because if you stay in the negative for too long, they would most likely give you a fee. So you can overdraft and overdraft. Because see, what happened with me was when James Lipton suspended me, and then I moved into, I left Manhattan. Well, I didn't leave Manhattan. Well, I eventually left Manhattan, but I left my dorm room from 38 East 21st Street in Manhattan, New York. So New York, I think it's 10010. It's right there over Broadway. I moved into a place in Hell's Kitchen known as the Riverview Hotel, which they've remodeled. They have a new name for it. But it's where Spike Lee filmed 25th Hour. I lived there for a couple of days. I jogged around. It's right by HB Studio, right by where Uta Hagen was teaching. Uta Hagen was alive at the time. So Uta Hagen was alive. She was the one that taught Matthew Broderick how to act. It was Uta Hagen. Well, that and his mom. But when I lived in that area, Spike Lee was filming 25th Hour. He actually filmed inside, Riverview Hotel. And that's also where Titanic survivors hung out after a while. And the Riverview Hotel is also where they filmed Angry Itch, if you know anything about Angry Itch. But Spike Lee did film there. And I had a point that I was going to make, and it was going to be connected to 0 overdraft fees. But I remember now. So when I lived there, I decided, you know what, I don't think I'm going to stay at the Riverview for very much longer, because I only stayed there for a couple nights. I was like, no. It was $50 or like $40 a night. It was really cheap. They had shower rooms. It was really small, like closet-sized rooms. So I said, they've remodeled the whole thing. So I said, you know what, forget this. So I overdrafted my way out of New York City. Yeah, I overdrafted my way out. I had a $300 overdraft. My mom got me a free ticket because my mom had almost all her life worked for American Airlines. So I got on a standby plane, and I flew out of there. And I used the $300 for like cab fare and just things I needed to land. And Euless, Texas was where I started over again. A lot of people do that. They leave New York and they start off in Euless, Texas, right there by DFW Airport, DFW International. So I just mentioned the 0 overdraft fees because if you're trying to get out of town, probably you can get out and overdraft your way out, and just as long as you pay that back, you won't get any negative balance fees. So it looks like pretty cool. Check out James and Carla. I know a lot about banking and everything like that, but it's a really cool town. This is right here in Greenwich Village, Manhattan on October 2nd of 2022. New York City Live, coming to you from Greenwich Village. And this is from a big fan of the show, James and Carla. Now, my show is Cole Spivey, of course, but James and Carla, they have a really good show, and they show off their dog, Hudson. And this is a little segment on Zero Overdrive.
Let's see. Control, labor, food costs, paper costs. I'll start off with a little bit of gym. I'm actually using notes this time. Is that prepared or pathetic? Haha. Alright. Labor, paper, food costs. They asked about Sonic.
Well, we may not be able to go to Luck Ranch to see Flaming Lips tonight and do the backup concert because Linda's going to where?
I don't know, nowhere.
Yeah, we're going somewhere secret. But anyway, we'll find out in a minute. Linda's going, she's got some interviews to get to. So, welcome to the Please Subscribe show, man. I'm Cole Spivey.
I'm Linda Spivey.
And we're headed off into the world. And I'm going to introduce you to our new friend here.
People don't like white people. Come on.
Well. That's your cat. It's a cool kitty. Well. All right. We're headed off. See, I'm Linda Spivey.
I'm Linda Spivey.
And we're off. All right, everybody, it's October 3rd, and we're going to a pizza place. And Linda's got a nice shirt on. Line for the manager. The fifth one. Here's number 6. Number 6.
How much was your hot dog?
Well, it's half of $3.50 because I only got one, and I got a refill. And you said how much is what's your
I don't
card?
know if you charge me.
Where's your card? What's your card?
What's your phone?
Oh, that was cool. No. How much were your cigarettes? Show your cigarettes. Seriously. Just show them in the air. No, it's a good thing. Just show the cigarettes. You don't want to show them? Just give me the cigarettes for a minute. Okay. So we're gonna do a little advertisement. We got our pack of Lucky Strikes, which is not healthy at all for you, and a hot dog,
Which is unhealthy.
which is not healthy for you. There you go. It's pretty much almost everything. But the hot dog is
This
half.
is from my girlfriend.
Okay.
Her name is Melissa.
Okay, she's lying.
No,
It's
I'm not.
basically the hot.
You just touched that gas pump. You're so nasty.
I had to touch the gas pump. Oh, it's gasoline's clean.
Where's your napkins?
And
No,
this
the
is
pump's
the.
dirty.
right
Ew,
here.
come on. I can't. I'm sick and
What is
tired
it?
of eating hot dogs. We have
What
hot
is
dogs at home.
Those are gross. This is a QT hot dog right here. It's about. What's half of $3.50?
$1.75.
$1.75.
Only because you get one doesn't mean it's half price. You might have to buy two to get it for $3.50.
You gave me a free refill.
Let me see your receipt.
I gave you the receipt.
No, you took it out of my hands.
Oh, it's for him.
Let me see again.
You're gonna tell us how much.
Shh,
the
do
hot
not
dog
talk with your mouth full.
is. Oh, they got their scrambling.
Hot dog was $2.
The hot dog was $2. For a $2 hot dog?
Yes.
And the cigarettes are how much?
Cigarettes would make it
$2 for the hot dog.
$5.81.
$5.81
But that lasts me
for a pack of
that
cigarettes.
lasts my friends a week.
In New York City, they're $10, and the hot dog would have been $3 or $5 probably here. It's like half the cost of New York City. It's good called James and Carla. They ate at a fish place the other day. They spent $14 on the cod or $16 on the cod. It was about the same with the haddock. They had cod and haddock and some fries. They probably spent $40 or maybe $50 on lunch. You can believe that. Here it would have been probably $25. All right, they're scrambling like F-16s and F-15s right now. There's the tarmac right there, if you can see it, or where they fly off at. We're right by a naval air base, pretty much Top Gun every day. We could probably do a jet fighter naval show or naval jet fighter air show every day. They're flying and dogfighting every day, probably getting ready for the Ukraine. Well, I mean, not to go against Ukraine, but to help them out. Or at least maybe they're doing maneuvers and stuff to send information to Ukraine. I really don't know. There's a lot of training, but it probably has to do with Ukraine. All right, so we made it to the mall, and we're just killing time for the day. Well, not completely. Secret, today's a secret. So the Rave Motion Pictures is like right here. But usually this mall is kind of empty. It's like a zombie film every time you go. Yeah, Rave looks pretty empty too, on the Rave side. We've done some vlogging here at this mall before. They'll probably just park by the Rave. It's a good enough place to park, really. I saw Hugo here. My mom, back in the day. I think it was like, right before we left to Maine, I think. It was like 2012 or 2011. I think it was 2011. Still here, though. Pretty much everything's pretty much the same. There it is. It's one of the first of its kind that did this. They did like this XD, Extreme Digital. And Rave was like a big deal. The mall's looking a little bare, but we're gonna check it out anyway.
were going out, I would have brought my purse.
Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm not being nosy. I'm just
Kind
getting
of warm
just,
out, huh?
yeah, it's really getting warm outside.
I'll bring my phone just in case we get lost. All right.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Don't have a mask.
I was gonna hijack that, take it into the mall. Get to Johnny Knoxville, I guess. Wonder what they would do. We probably wouldn't last that long. Hijack the what is it called? Some kind of cart? It's a golf cart. Golf cart. I don't know. What's the purpose of that, really? All right. So, Ridgmar, what did you lose?
My blue thing.
What blue thing?
My blue thing.
A blue visor? Here they come. Yeah, it's a great place right here. Oh, I'm sorry, hang on. So you can stand out here at the Rave, or, just basically Ridgmar, this parking lot right here, and you get these F-16, F-15s, or whatever they are, flying over. They're basically like jet fighters, flying over their Navy, so probably, I doubt you ever see a Tomcat, really. I heard they're out of commission. I couldn't really tell. It looked like F-15s, maybe. They're flying like super, super, super low and super fast. Sometimes they fly like right over a place and it shakes the windows. But yeah, they sometimes even hit Mach and stuff. Of course, they're just taking off like right here in this pattern. I think 6 of them went back to back earlier, and then 2 more when we were at QT. So 6, 7, 8. That's 9 and 10. A total of 10 jet fighters that are scrambled. Whether they go this way and fly back over where the lake is and land on the other side of where the lake is, I think is what they do. I follow some of their patterns. Where they're going there, I do not know. They just disappear. It's just 1 minute they're flying over, the next minute they're completely gone. You can't even hear them. It's like Zombieland. Oh, there you are. Okay. So this is the Rave movie theater. Where are you going? You're going back?
Right here.
Did
Do
you-
your own thing real quick.
Did you not get what you needed?
Yes.
Anyway. All right, you about ready?
Do you have your card?
Yeah, I have my, yeah, I have it.